I'm Dave Prouse with the tech question for March 7th, 2017, and this is on the topic of power issues. This system, shown in this figure, suffers from intermittent restarts that occur for no apparent reason. Examine the figure. Question: what is the most likely reason that the system is intermittently restarting? And as a bonus, how can we fix the problem? And I'll give you a moment to pause the video, and I'll be back with the answer in just a little bit. Okay, and the most likely reason that the system is restarting is a problem here with the wiring, and most likely these wires. And what's happening here is these wires are pressing against the back of the case, causing a short. And in fact, that is what was happening on this system a ways back when I built it. There was a short occurring because of these guys. One of these wires was actually touching against the back of the case. And when the wires aren't fully insulated or insulated enough, you can get a short, and that'll restart the system. And so it could restart at any time, really, when that happens. So the way to fix the problem is to do better cable management. And so these had to be bundled up more. And in fact, when I first built this system, this was the issue. The system would restart intermittently, and I made a mistake. I had these cables, somehow they got to the point where they were pushing against the back of the case. And so when I fixed it, we had this. And, took everything and really bundled it up better and tighter so that the wires and cables were more immobile, more stationary, and used a bunch of ties for that, and away from any metal and away from the back of the case. And that indeed fixed the problem. Now, the shorting could occur for a couple reasons. You might have other power problems. There might be other issues. Something needs to be insulated. You need to use a different cable. Make sure it's plugged into the right type of power supply, and use the right power supply, use the right surge protecting equipment. You don't know. This could happen for a lot of reasons. But an intermittent restart could be a short inside the system, and it could be that a cable is just dangling and touching against something. It could be touching against part of the motherboard, or metal on the case, or a port here on the inside. So you want to have good cable management. You want to tie everything up really good when you're done. And, so this was afterwards. And in fact, I just opened this system. It's actually several years old. It was a home theater PC that I built. And it's very clean, which is a testament to Silverstone cases. Really no dust inside it at all. And again, I built it several years ago, and never cleaned it. And it ran a lot. So very good deal with that. I don't really like the idea that it would short out because a wire would go against the back. I've never had that problem with, say, Antec cases or other cases. But once fixed, and you would want to do this with any case regardless, because you could get a short if you don't have proper cable management on any case. But anyways, you'd want to tie all these up and make sure it's all nice and tight. And but I do like the case because it stays clean. It housed everything in a nice HTPC format and ran really well. I'm actually going to use this box as a server now, and so should work pretty nicely. It already has a RAID 1 setup in it, and it's going to be one of my secondary servers for training and for testing. So that's the tech question of the day, and the answer: watch out for shorts, watch out for intermittent restarts. Always check your cables and make sure they're not touching against anything if possible, especially ends that you're not using. You don't want anything exposed, of course. You want it tied up, and you don't want it pressing against the motherboard or the back of the case or anything like that. And so that's it for today. Thank you for watching. I'm Dave Prouse. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to contact me at my website, davidlprouse.com.